Peace. What's the word? What's happening, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building on the subject matter for the day. Hopefully, y'all having a powerful Wednesday, halfway through the week, man. Hopefully, y'all staying healthy, man. Drinking y'all water, eating y'all fruits, veggies, drinking smoothies, getting some good rest, working out, all that good stuff, man. But what's the word? How everybody living and feeling? And just like that, I gotta grab a charger. Just like that, gotta grab my charger. Let me see. Should have had this joint. But what's the word? How we living and feeling, man? What's the word? Everybody talk to me, man. Before I start talking to y'all, I gotta go grab this charger. I'll be right back. What's the word though? How we living and feeling? What's happening? The real peace. What's happening? Magic peace. Bonafide peace. What's happening? Big Smooth. Montel peace. What's happening? What's the word? Let me put this charger up in here, man, before we black out. Y'all know how I go. What's the word, man? How we living and feeling though? Bathing soul peace. What's happening? What's the word? How everybody living and feeling? Y'all see the subject matter for the day, man. We talking about the importance, man, of keeping a good woman around, man, in regards to keeping us, you know what I'm saying, keeping you safe, keeping you out of trouble, keeping you out of the nonsense, man. Y'all know how we can get as men, you know, that ego, that pride gets the best of us a lot of times, man. So we gotta have that balance. You know, a lot of times when men we don't have that balance, that feminine energy, yeah, that pride gets the best of us, man. Gets the best of, and we place ourselves in some very terrible environments and situations because of that pride, because of that ego. You know, so we need that balance, and that's the role of that good woman. Again, good. That's the key word there. Miss Naya, peace. What's happening? God is peace. What's happening? Bona fide. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know, a lot of people can't appreciate it. So we got to start appreciating that type of stuff more. Lindell, peace. What's happening? You gotta appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? When you get you a good woman, hey, she just wants the best for you, and it should be vice versa. You know, but plenty of times in my life, man, just even outside of relationships, man, when you got family members, you know what I'm saying, that are women, man, they gonna look out for your best interest, man. That's why I always say I listen to them. You know, they got that look, their intuition when they tapped in. You know, when you got your moms, your grandmother, your sister, somebody like, man, I don't feel good about you going to such and such. Hey, you might want to listen to that hunch, so to speak. You know, so it's always good, man. Hey, that feminine energy is very powerful, and we be sleeping on it. You know what I'm saying? We be sleeping on it as men. That feminine energy is powerful, man. You got to keep that energy around you. You got to keep that energy around you. It's necessary, man. Why would you want to live a life without balance and you want to just keep a bunch of masculine energy around you? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna end well. We're gonna be at war. We're gonna get the fighting, that aggression, that testosterone gonna get the best of us. That ego, that pride. Like, nah, we need that feminine energy to balance it out. We need that feminine energy to balance things out, man. That feminine energy is very necessary. Again, having a good woman by your side that's gonna keep you out of a whole mess of trouble. You know, it's gonna keep you out of bad environments. All of that, man. It's gonna keep you out of that, man. You're not even listen. Y'all going to do what? All right, cool, man. I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill with the lady, man. Y'all going where? Nah, we good. I'm just gonna chill with the lady. Like you ain't even gonna have time to be placing yourself in some of those environments, man. Seriously. Antonio, peace, peace. A Shep, peace. What's happening? Bona fide, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's why I say, man, you gotta tap in. Gotta tap in. You gotta appreciate it. You know, show gratitude, all that good stuff, man. Because again, like I said, they want you to stay alive. They want you to be alive. You know what I mean? Like you get you a good woman, she wants you to be alive. She wants you to do what's best. You know what I'm saying, for you. She looking out for your safety, man. She looking out for your well being. Again, good woman. That's what she is going to do, and you should do the same. Reciprocate it. But again, like y'all know, like y'all already know, you know, dudes when we get amongst each other, We know how we get. We know how, arguments, man, heated discussions. We know how things can get, especially in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? When people start getting riled up, the environment becomes hostile. Like, nah, this doesn't end well. This doesn't end well with brothers. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't end well between two men. So when you got that feminine energy, she gonna let you know that, man, hey, let's go. She gonna try to pull you away from that situation. Let's go. It ain't even worth it. you know. And sometimes for some brothers, that's still not enough because that ego and that pride still gets the best of them. But some, that's enough, man. Like that lady is able to balance you out and say, man, look, don't waste your time on these fools. Don't waste your time on these idiots. We got bigger and better things to do. Let's go. So that's the unfortunate thing, man, because again, we didn't all been there, done that as men. I know I ain't the only brother that, man, they got riled up and got hostile, and let the pride get the best of us when it comes to, what I'm saying, another brother addressing you a certain type of way. It's hard to let some of that type of stuff go. But when you got that feminine energy to balance you out, sometimes that's enough for you to be like, you know what, you're right, man. Let me go ahead and, what I'm saying, let me go ahead and walk out of this joint. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes that's just enough to save you from making a big mistake, committing a big error because of that ego and that pride, man. Like for real. Especially in 2022, man, a lot of this stuff ain't even necessary, man. I was talking about this on Facebook, man. I don't have a problem. I'm real quick. These days to tell family members, the homeboys, whoever. I'm real quick to tell them I'm good. Meaning, y'all going where? Y'all going work? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling at the crib. I'm all right. I'm quick to tell them. If I know this family member or if I know this homeboy be on some BS 99% of the time or even 90% of the time, I'm gonna hit him with the I'm good. If I associate with this family member and this friend, more than likely we gonna end up in some BS. We gonna end up in some nonsense. I'm in my 30s, bro. I don't have time for that. Like I don't have time to be going into an environment thinking that I'm gonna have to be fighting somebody. Because again, dudes don't even fight these days, man. It turns into gunplay. So I'm not about to place myself with a person or associate myself with a person that I know I can end up in that type of situation. So I'm quick to tell somebody. I'm quick to tell a family member. I'm quick to tell a friend, hey, I'm good. Hey, y'all holler at me when y'all done. Y'all holler at me when y'all get back. I'm good. Like y'all going to west side of town, I'm cool. I don't even need to. I have no business over there. I have no business going on this side of town any longer, man. So I'm good. Like if I don't have no business going on this side of town, I'm not about to be going. So I got that discipline now to where it's like, oh, okay, y'all going where whatever. Y'all going to do what? I'm good. Y'all going on this side of town that doesn't have the best reputation to go get drunk, and I don't drink. I'm good. Y'all have fun. Y'all let me know how that went for y'all. And I don't feel bad about that at all when I do that. A lot of times people view that, oh, you lame, you don't know how to have fun, you boring. Nah, I know how to have plenty of fun while staying safe. My Parker Peace, what's happening? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, y'all doing what? I'm good. And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. And sometimes when you got that lady in your corner, she's gonna be in that moment, she's gonna be your voice of reason. Like, man, you don't need to. Why y'all going over there? Why y'all going on that side of town? Y'all ain't doing nothing but drinking. It's like, nah, like, listen to that. Listen to that. When she start telling you, I don't feel safe with you going over here. Listen to that. Listen to that, man. Like when she tell you she don't feel safe with you going on this side of town, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, she's not saying that for no reason. And you not a punk if you don't, if you choose not to go. You not weak. Like I'm beyond that. I don't care how y'all view me. Because I know at the end of the day, I can stand on my own. I can defend myself if need be. I can play offense and defense, but I'm not out to prove anything to anybody. So I already know, if I live in an area, if I live in St. Louis, I grew up here, like I know where to go. Like I know what places, I know what places to avoid. I know what places, like if I go over here, I know what could happen because I know the type of people that hang out in these places. Like I'm good, man. Like if y'all going on that side of town, I know the history of this side of town. More than likely, if I find myself over here, I'm gonna get into it with somebody, and that's not gonna end well because I know myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how I function. I know how I operate. I'm observant. You know, I'm not sitting around wilding out drinking. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be on my square. So if anybody gets in my space, I'm not gonna respond well to it. And now we have a problem. Wicked Smooth, peace. What's happening? Magic, man, 100%. You say for some reason people like to equate having fun with drinking alcohol, taking in toxic stuff that messes up the body. Man, 100%. Adrian, peace. What's happening? But that's a yeah, 100%. And I don't understand it. They think when you stand at the crib, when you stand at home, that you're not having fun. I'm having a great time chilling. I'm having a great time chilling, not having to worry about my life ending, all because of some nonsense. So I opt for that any day of the week. I don't feel like placing myself in an environment where I have to worry about shots ringing off. Like who has time for that, man? I don't Those days are long gone, man. I didn't spent all my time in the clubs and all of that, man. For one, it's overrated. Stuff is overrated. There's nothing really fun about it, man. It's an overrated experience, man. We used to go out to the clubs all the time back in the day, man. Nothing but drama, man, and nonsense. And a bunch of people that don't be having their heads on straight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got time for those environments, man. So I ain't even, you know what I mean? Like I ain't got time for that, you know. So again, hey, when you get you a good woman, man, like I said, you don't want to do anything else. Like you just trying to chill. You know what I mean? You trying to chill with it, like, man, nah, I'm chilling with it. Like matter of fact, like a person, especially if you like an introvert, that gives you more of a reason to just reject, man. Like, oh man, nah, we chilling. I'm chilling with the lady. I'm chilling with the lady. Like that gives you a reason now to dodge all that nonsense and that foolishness, man. All Wicked Smooth for sure, you know. And we trying to snap some of the brothers out of that. Trying to snap some of the brothers out of that mentality and that stage, you know. We trying to snap them out because it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Like even with the situation that just happened, like I ain't never like listened to the Migos like that. I wasn't no Migos. That ain't my type of music. But hey, I don't wish that on anybody. And that situation was garbage. And it was like it all stems from an argument. Dudes just got into it for whatever reason they got into it. Whether it was the dice game, because I watched the video and they was arguing about something basketball related, but we didn't all shot dice, man. We used to shoot dice back in high school, back in the bathroom. So we didn't all been there, done it with a dice game. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, if I'm worth 20 some million, first and foremost, I'm not even about to be shooting dice. I'm not even about to I'm not even gonna be on that type of vibe, man. Like I'm just not gonna be on that type of vibe at all. I'm just not gonna no, not at all. I'm not gonna be on that type of vibe, man. Like, and then just arguing about what, man? Like, dudes be tripping, man. And then soon as the conversation gets heated, now dudes want to pull out guns. Come on, man. And allegedly you gonna accidentally shoot. And hey, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all in regards to this situation. Yeah, people getting mad that people bringing up theories, but I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. This whole thing is suspect to me. I'm not even gonna front. I'm gonna ride the conspiracy wave on this one because the way everything went down was kind of strange to me. But that's a whole nother video. I ain't even gonna go there because people be getting all in their feelings and emotions. I ain't even gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But the whole situation of how it went down it don't sit well with me, man. Like it don't connect. Like the dots ain't connected for me. The dots ain't connected. The dots are not connecting in regards to this whole takeoff situation. And like I said, I'm not even, so this is not even coming from a biased perspective. Like I never was a Migos fan, but this ain't adding up. You know, some of the other situations added up, like the King Von situation. All right, they got in a fight, boom, that happened. Even the Mo3 situation, you know, he was apparently it was a baby fight with some jealousy from the baby's father in the Mo3 situation. So some other stuff is adding up, but this death right here is not adding up for me. The takeoff joint, this ain't adding up. Like it's not adding up at all. You know, so I ain't gonna even lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the conspiracy train with this one. Yeah, Bobby, for sure. And that's why I said I know what type of person I am. You know, so if I go into these type of environments, like I know I got a temper, but like I'm down with fighting. And win, lose, or draw, we fought, we got our issue off, we moving on. But I know it's 2022. There's no such thing as fighting these days. Like fist fighting, no such thing. Somebody gonna grab a gun, man. If there is a fight between like two parties, majority men, somebody somewhere has a gun and they will pull it out. A gun will get pulled out probably before the fight starts. You know what I'm saying? But if the fight just so happens to start, somebody definitely is pulling out a gun. This is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. So it's like, man, I'm not even about to. I don't even go out like that, man. Because for one, I don't like dudes be. Y'all think that dudes be tripping, man. You know, and again, like I know the area where I'm at. I ain't got time for the foolishness, especially sometimes when you going out and you with your lady. Like if somebody gets ignorant with me, like it's gonna have to go down. You know what I'm saying? I just don't be wanting to place myself in those type of environments, man, because I know where I live. I know the mentality behind a lot of dudes, man, and I don't fool with it. You know what I mean? So if I go into certain environments, especially if you're going into an environment with your lady, man, you gonna have to somebody gonna say something that rubs me the wrong way. You know, I didn't been there, done that too many times, man. And I don't got time for how I may respond. You know, so again, like if I know if I got a homeboy, I got a brother, and it's like he just as hot headed as I am, and he's saying he going on this side of town, I'm not even about to go, man. I'm just not gonna do it. Like at some point, we gotta operate using wisdom. My brother's like, nah, my cousin a hothead. He want to go to this club on the worst side of town. It'd be best if we don't do that. It will be best if we just don't go to this club. You know what I mean? Like you gotta just make those type of decisions, man. For real. And I'm at a point in my life where I make those decisions, like straight up. I'm not gonna place myself in it, man. And I'm gonna advise my brother or my cousin or my homeboy that he should. Like, dog, we don't even need to go do that, man. We could go somewhere else, man. It ain't even that serious. Or you should go somewhere else because I'm not going. You know, so you should reevaluate that decision, man. What you gonna get out of that? Like these days, man, I need to figure out what I'm gonna get out of an experience, man. Like if I'm not gonna benefit from the experience, then it's like, what am I going for? So that's where I'm at, man. Like we business minded out here. We trying to build. So it's like, man, if I'm gonna go to this club with a bunch of dudes that's on some BS, like what am I gaining from that? Listening to some music that I don't even listen to. You know what I mean? Like, what am I getting? What am I gaining from that? Seeing a bunch of women degrade themselves, like I don't want to see that. Like I'm gonna be disgusted the whole time that I'm in there. So I'm good. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like this music that I don't listen to, watching the women degrade themselves, like that's not my type of environment. You know, and I'm honest enough to admit that may be the environment for somebody else, not the environment for me. I don't want to see women get sloppy drunk to where they black out and then dudes can take advantage of them and then they wake up hollering rape. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be going out as a woman getting sloppy drunk to where you blacking out. You know what I mean? You shouldn't do that. You going in this environment where you know these dudes ain't in their right minds, because look at where you at. Like, you in this club environment on the wrong side of town, and you going here getting sloppy drunk to where you black out. And then you like, oh my God, somebody, I don't know what happened to me. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. So I don't even like being around that, because I hate to see that. I hate to see women do that. It's something about, like, I got a pet peeve, and one of my biggest pet peeves is to see a woman drunk. I cannot stand being around drunk women. I hate it. And I didn't spoke on this before, but I hate it. Like, I hate that with a passion. I cannot stand to see drunk women. I can't stand to see it. You know, and I got personal reasons for that I'm not gonna get into, but I just can't stand to see drunk women. I can't stand it. That will forever be a pet peeve to me. And once I'm in an environment and there's too many drunk women, I gotta go, bro. Like, I gotta go. I can't stand to see that. I cannot stand to see that. Like, I can't stand to see my sisters do that to themselves. Like, don't do that to yourself. You in this environment, man, where people can prey on you. You know what I mean? Like, and you just throwing shots back. Like, dude, come on. Like, I can't place myself in those type of environments, man. Those environments never sit well with me. Never sit well with me. So that's another reason why I don't frequent those type of environments and those type of settings, because I can't stand to see that. I cannot stand to see drunk women. Call me what you want, shallow minded. I don't know what you want to say. I'm judging. I don't know what you call me, whatever, but I can't stand to see it. You know, if you are a woman and you are in a certain environment and you get drunk, I'm not a fan of what you are doing. I'm not a fan of what you are doing at all. You know, because again, we gotta start being more responsible and more accountable with our decision making abilities, man. Like, you made that decision. You knew where you were going. You decided to have all of these drinks, and you knew what these drinks would do to you. Come on, man. Andre, man, I'm trying to tell you. I can't, man. I'm trying to tell you. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You didn't got sloppy drunk around dudes that are also getting sloppy drunk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Miss Knight, I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said it's a personal reason why I don't like it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about. You know, then seen it from family. I just don't like it, man. I do not like it. Like, it's to the point now where them family members know not to drink around me, man. Like, don't even do that around me. Don't even do it. Kuma, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You definitely don't drink around other men, and you would do it, man, because again, it's gonna lead to altercation. It's gonna lead to altercation, man. I like I said, I know from personal experience, man, just being around it, man. Altercation. Like, man, I don't have time. I don't know about y'all, but I just don't have time for that. I value my peace. I value being healthy. I value life. Like, I just don't. Those environments ain't never said well with me, man. Hey, Chef, man, I'm trying to tell. I didn't have to, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't been there, done that, man. You gotta look out for the drunk home girl or the drunk family member, you know, because dudes trying to take advantage of it, and you ain't going, you know, and you didn't almost have to come to blows with dudes because of that, man. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for that. I've been there, done that, man. Where you almost having to go to blows with dudes because they trying to take advantage of a drunk family member. Man, we ain't going. I'm not gonna let you do that. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, when I save you from that situation, now I'm about to go off on you once you are sober, because you're not going to be placing me in them type of situations. You know, that'd be selfish, man. When you are listen, you got to be mindful of that, man, especially when you are in a certain type of environment or amongst family members. You know what I'm saying? And you decide to get sloppy drunk, you got to think that you putting your family members at risk, because it's gonna be dudes preying on you, and now you got your male family members here. Now you expecting them to intervene. So then when they do, it could lead to fights, it could lead to gunfight, it could lead to all of that. You know, so I be feeling like that's real selfish, man, when you out and it's you, like, it's family, and y'all out at a club function or whatever the case may be, and one of your woman family members or female family members decide to get so sloppy drunk. Like, man, that's don't do that. Cause you know your cousin, you know your little brother, you know your big brother, you know they gonna have to look out for you if dudes start talking grind. If dudes start trying to do some stuff they ain't supposed to do. So now here we go. We got to defend this situation because you making bad decisions. D Monty, peace, what's happening? Dora, peace, what's happening? Mark, I'm trying to tell you, when I was in college, my number one rule, when these women start getting too drunk, I leave. Last thing somebody about to tell me is that they got raped and the last person they remember seeing before they blacked out was me. Nope. Once I started seeing them drinks come out, I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm out. Y'all, because y'all know I was at the predominantly white college anyway. So I wasn't trying to take no L. So I say, oh, okay, they getting okay, I'm gone. Y'all ain't finna catch me slipping. It ain't happening. And it didn't happen. I left when everybody was sober, so they remembered that. Like, dude wasn't in there, dude had left. Yep. I got enough eyewitnesses that said dude left. They remembered it. Michael Peace, what's happening? You know, so we got to start making better decisions, man. We priorities, man. Like, what are your priorities when you going out? What are you trying to gain from the experience, fam? What are you trying to gain from said experience when you going out, bro? Like, you got to start asking yourself these type of questions. Dora, I'm trying to tell you, and I know too many sisters that have gotten to that point, and I done had to be there and bail them out of situations. And it's trash because now you placing me in harm's way. You know, and that's why I be get that makes me mad because now like I gotta step up and intervene, and you placing me in harm's way. You know, I done been around drunk women. They start getting drunk. They either dudes try to take advantage of them, or they start talking so crazy to dudes because they drunk. Dudes ain't even did nothing. They just start talking crazy, loud at the mouth, and now here you got to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got time for that. I ain't even got time for it. You know, it's just that's dead. That's dead. I'm like, so you about to talk crazy to this group of people that ain't even bothering you for no reason. They looked at you. Now you want to talk crazy. And now I'm associated with you. So now if they say something crazy back to you, now I have to defend the situation. And now here we are. Nah. Wicked smooth, man. There we go. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it. If you gonna do it, that's the best way to do it. Man, Brian, I don't go out around here no more, man. I don't even do it. Stuff is overrated. You know what I mean? Like, it's overrated. I served my time. You know, I did the going out. So I experienced enough of that, you know. I don't even know. I don't even care where the spots are at anymore, man. It's just overrated for me now, man. Like, I go to little, you know, functions, people have little, you know, weddings, things like that. I tap in and stuff like that where I'm supporting somebody. But to just be going out clubbing like that, man, nope. That died a very long time ago. That died before people like, but that's because you that died before I was in any situation. Now that was dead. That was dead. Oh, Miss Naya, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, I can't stand them people. I can't stand that, man. Talking crazy when I can't stand it. I got a few close individuals that when they drunk, it makes me mad. It makes me mad to the point where, like I said, I can't be around it. So if it's a family function and I know drinks are coming out, I'm gonna go chill with the elders. I'm gonna chill with the elders. I be like, listen, my grandfather, bro, 91. When I go to Mississippi, I be chilling with dude. That's where I be at. I be chilling with my grandfather. Dude be telling me all the stories. Some of them he done already told me, but I be chilling with dude. If You know, love my cousins to death, but if they hanging out at a function and they starting to drink, I'm like, man, all right, we good. I'm finna chill with my grandfather for one. Hey, let's be honest. I don't know how much longer he gonna be around, so I'm trying to soak up this game. I'd rather listen, priorities. I'd rather soak up the wisdom from my 91-year-old grandfather than go hang around my little cousins and get drunk and don't remember what happened. I'm all about priceless memories and priceless moments, man. I'm gonna always remember these conversations that I'm having with my grandfather. Man, if I go get drunk with my cousins, I ain't finna remember nothing. I ain't gonna remember anything that happened. But when I sit down and have that conversation with my grandfather, matter of fact, that's extending his life. Because I'm one of the few that actually sit down and listen to him. Like literally sit down and listen to him. Not tolerate him. I'm listening to what he's saying. He loves it, man. You know how they get, man, if you got any elder family member that's like in the 80s or 90s, they love it when you just listen to them. They love it, man. They love that, man. I'm telling you, that's extending their life, man. That's extending their life, man. So that's my priority. I like, oh man, we finna get together, have drinks. Nah, I'm finna chill with the grandpops, man. He finna tell me some stories and I'm finna listen. He ain't gonna be around much longer. Y'all, we gonna be around. If y'all continue on that path, I don't know. But hey, he didn't made the 90, man. I'm trying to chill with dude as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my priority is. So again, you can call that boring. You can call it lame. You can call me boring. But if I got an option between going out having drinks and sitting down chilling with my grandfather while he watches Western and tell me some stories and give me some wisdom, I'm opting for that. Dominique, peace. What's happening? Clocks in, my brother, peace. I'm gonna offer that every time. You know, I wish I had more time with my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? That was unexpected. You know, all game, man. Those be some very peaceful vibes. Just chilling with your grandparents, chilling with the elders, man. Peaceful vibes, man. That's why a lot of people always told me that I have an old soul. Like I'm always trying to hang around the older folk, the elders. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe for me. Like I'm hanging around people that's way older than me. Cause that's just the vibe, man. I started getting around people that's a little about my age or a little younger. They start to act, they be tripping. And I don't be on that, man. I don't have time for that anymore, man. For real, I'm trying to build on this information. I'm trying to get some pointers. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get some game. So I'm trying to talk to the people that have been here longer than me, man. That's where my priorities at. I want to go where the older folk, where the elder folks at. I want to talk to them. I want to go where they at. I don't need to shoot dice. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to be like if I'm worth 20 minutes, like I don't need to be shooting. Like I don't need to do that. I'm good. I don't need to shoot dice. I need to go talk to the elders. I need to go talk to my elders, man. Like we just gotta make better decisions. I ain't finna go argue with some people. Nah, I ain't finna go argue with some dudes. Man, that's dead, man. That stuff is dead. That's dead. Brian, nah, I ain't gotta be anything anymore. At the end of the day, family members, friend, whatever you want to call them, they making their own decisions. You know what I mean? Like I'm not because you become a crutch and they become dependent on you. When you bail some people out, when you there to intervene and when you there to be a peacekeeper, when family members start getting drunk and intoxicated, they start counting on you to be that. Nah, you're not finna be dependent on me. Nope. You're gonna have to start making better decisions. Like a designated driver. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got family members and you done been a designated driver too many times, they depend on you. Like they know they can count on you. They know that they can go out and get drunk and little bro gonna come get them. Little cuz gonna come get them. Like, nah, you gotta kill that. So I'm not responsible for any of that. I'm sorry. I don't care. Like y'all finna go out here and get drunk. Hey, I hope y'all find a way home. I ain't coming to get y'all. I ain't coming to save y'all. Nope. Those days are over with. My bro Ron, peace, what's happening? Yeah, those days over with. You know, you ain't about to be dependent on me saving you. And that's what tends to happen. It becomes a crutch. I ain't got time for it. Because you know what's funny? This the messed up part about it. When you the person such as myself, that you always coming through when people are intoxicated and you saving them, the moment that you need some type of assistance, they're nowhere to be found. That's the messed up part. Them same intoxicated individuals, when you need some assistance, when you need to get pulled out of a situation, they know where to be found. That's the messed up part about this whole situation. When you constantly bailing somebody else out, when it's time for them to reciprocate that energy one time, they are nowhere to be found. And they got a million excuses as to why they couldn't bail you out one time. You don't never ask for them to bail you out, but the one time you do, they reject you, and you done help them out 1,000 times. You done bail them out 1,000 times. But the moment you need, and it be some light assistance. You don't even need anything heavy. It be something light, and they don't come through for you. I ain't got time for that, man. At what they say, I could do bad on my own. You know what I mean? So I'm not finna be doing that because I know what type of person I am. I have a big heart, contrary to what people may think. You know what I'm saying? We may look heartless on the surface and we don't smile, but listen, if I rock with you, I rock with you. You know, so I got you. Like I got you. You need a ride, man. You need a ride to work, man. I didn't, man. I used to look out for my homeboys all the time back in the day, man. Man, you ain't got no ride to work, man. I got you. Hey, you need a couple dollars, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude, man. When I rock with you, man, hey, if I'm eating, you eating. If I got a ride, you got a ride at all times, man. People take advantage of that, though, unfortunately. So you start turning into a cold-hearted individual because of that. So now I ain't got time for that. When you're the responsible person, all the irresponsible people, they cling to you and they expect for you to save them all the time. Nope. At some point, you got to be like, nah, I'm good. I'm stopping all of that. Y'all got to be responsible or accountable for y'all decisions. Antonio, for sure, man. I'm telling you, when my people come around, man, they already know what it is. If they don't start doing better, they at least start talking about it. You know what I'm saying? They at least start talking about it. Hey, Mike, for sure. Everybody go ghost when you need a little something. Queen Lady Lachelle, peace, for sure. Hey, the older people drop game. Hey, older people drop game, man. The older people hilarious. Like, even if they ain't dropping game, like, sometimes they be lying, but it be funny. They be telling you stories and joints be funny. You know, a lot of times, hey, yo, elders be lying, boy. They be straight lying, but hey, it be all funny though. I love having conversations with them, especially when they get the line, telling little stories and whatnot. Antonio, for sure. Shout out to my boy G Perico, for sure. You already know. Mike, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, exactly. Exactly. Sweet tea, peace. What's happening? Yeah, Dominique, I'm trying to tell you, man. I know what type, like I said, I know what type of person I am. When I get invested with a person, it's just like, man, I got you. But man, nah, I ain't got time for people to be. I ain't got time for that, man. Brian, what you mean? Yeah, I could leave them hanging, and I will leave them hanging. You know what I'm saying? They leave you hanging with no problem. So what you mean we can't leave them hanging? You know what I'm saying? If somebody leaves me hanging with no problem, what you mean I can't reciprocate that energy? Man, I don't care about that. When I know that I'd have looked out for a person enough times, I don't have a problem with leaving them hanging, so to speak. I'm not leaving you hanging. If I looked out for you 1,000 times and you don't reciprocate that energy one time, and then you want me to look out for you again and I don't, man, I'm not leaving you hanging. I'm cutting you off. I'm not tolerating the disrespect. I'm not tolerating the fact that you using me anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. I ain't left nobody hanging. You left me hanging the one time I needed you and you didn't come through. I'm cutting you off and I'm preventing you from using me any further. Hey, King, shout out to the great uncle, man. May peace be upon the great uncle for sure. Dominique, man, hey, for sure. 100%. You know, but hey, I ain't got no pride. Man, like I said, I'm going on 32 in a few days. Man, I don't care about leaving people hanging because they making bad. Man, it be the people. Listen, I be one of the youngest ones in these situations. Man, I don't have time to be saving older folks. I don't have time to be saving folks in their 40s for making bad decisions, fam. Like y'all supposed to be doing that to me. You know, when you know what I'm saying? Like you're 40, you're 45-year-old, they supposed to be looking out for me. They supposed to be stopping me from making bad decisions. I'm not supposed to be responsible for them. That's crazy. I ain't supposed to be looking out for the people that's older than me. Like I'm babysitting older folks. Man, I don't have time for that. Fam, like I don't have time for that at all, man. Like you 40, I'm 31, and I gotta watch you. I gotta babysit you. I gotta make sure you ain't making bad decisions. Man, nah. Man, I know I don't waste time on that, boy. When you in your 40s and you still at this point, you done made up your mind in life. Yeah, at this point, you making up your mind in life. I'm looking out for the young bulls. Now, if I got a young bull, somebody, if I'm with somebody and the young bull is like 20, you know what I mean? Like I might look out, I'm gonna look out for the young bull. Like, man, I'm gonna drop some game on you. I'm gonna drop some knowledge because again, like I just said, I like learning from the elders. You know, I got you by a few years, but I'm gonna drop some game on you, man. But I'm not finna be looking out, I'm not finna be doing that to the people that's 10 years older than me. Cause all they finna do is argue with you. All they finna do is talk crazy to you and tell you how young you are. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. But if you 20 and I'm with you and you doing some dumb stuff, man, I'm finna call you out on that, man. You too, hey, listen, you got time. Man, I'm like, for real, you need to chill out. And I'm gonna tell you why you need to chill out. I ain't finna play with you. But man, you 10, 15 years older than me and I gotta babysit you. I can't have a good time because I'm watching out for you and you 45. Man, that's backwards, man. Man, Wicked Smooth, man. I definitely ain't got time for that type of time. You know, that's crazy. Man, Dominique, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, man. Don't even get me started on those type of vibes, man. I'm at a stage in the game now, man, where like at this point, I know most of my people. So when I give certain people money, I already know what it's going towards. So now when I loan some people some money and I know the person, it's just like I don't even care at that point. Like I decide to give you the money just out the kindness of my heart. I already know what you finna do with it. And I might not even get it back. Like when I loan money now, I don't even expect it back, like from that said person. It's a donation. Cause I'm gonna get my karma gonna come back to me. You know what I mean? Like my intentions were pure. I gave you that money because I wanted to. So I'm gonna get something back. It just might not be from that person. I'll be accepting that now. If I loan you some money, it's because I wanted to loan you this money. You know, it's not because I expect for you to pay me back. Because 9 times out of 10, man, you got to be fighting with people to get your money back. And again, I don't have time for that. You know, I ain't got time for that. If I decide to loan you, if I decide to give you some money, it is a donation. I ain't expecting it back from you. Because again, like I said, I'm gonna get my reward. Hey, Lachelle, peace, appreciate that. Hey, happy belated B-Day for sure. Hey, Ron, for sure, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I be trying to soak up game from the elders so I can pass that game on. First of all, that's how we used to operate back in the day. Oral traditions. You know what I'm saying? You used to chop it up. The elders used to chop it up with you, and you had to memorize everything. You had to memorize what they was talking about and what they was telling you, and you had to pass it down verbally. You know, so that's the natural order of things, man. That oral tradition. You used to have to chop it up with the elders. The elders gave you the game, and then you passed the game on orally. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't written in the books. You know, they talked to you, and that's how they passed it down verbally. Hey, Dominique, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't loan people some money, and I might get my reward from something else, and I might hit that person up like, all right, thank you for paying me back. They ain't gave me $1, man, but hey, I got rewarded for loaning them that money, so thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Like for real, man. I don't got time to be playing with folks, man. That's straight up. Like I ain't got time to be playing with people, man. Like I said, at some point, that has to be your mentality. Like I say this all the time. I don't have time to be playing with people, man. I don't have time to be arguing with dudes, man. I don't have the time to be arguing with women. I don't have the time, man. It's enough that I got to deal with internally. You know, I got a war going on inside of myself, so I really don't have time to be arguing with somebody outside of myself. I ain't got time for that, fam. I got to resolve some issues internally. You know what I mean? So look, If you're not trying to add on to like my peace, sanity, and health, then you can distance yourself from me, man. Seriously, bro. I do not have time for that, man. So when I see some foolishness going on, when I see a gang of dudes doing some stuff that I'm like, nah, I'm good. If I see a gang of dudes over here shooting dice, best believe I'm finna go all the way over on that side. Cause ain't nothing good about to come out of that, man. I don't have time for it. Hey, Mr. DJ, appreciate the cash app. But for sure, I don't have time for it, man. I'm good, bro. Like seriously. I'm one of them ones, man. If some stuff is going on and I'm not too fond of it, I'm gone. I don't have a problem leaving. That's why when I go somewhere, when I actually get out my introverted shell and I decide to go somewhere, I got to be in control of the situation, meaning I have to drive. I'm not riding with anybody. Nope. Because I have to be able to leave when I feel like things is getting out of hand. You ain't about to have me stuck. You know, so when I decide to go somewhere, bro, I'm driving. Like y'all can ride with me, I'm driving. But listen, I need to be able to leave on my own terms. I ain't got time for that. I'm not finna play around like, all right, yep, it's too many people up in this function. Let me go ahead and leave. Something about to pop off. Let me leave. You know, I used to be that back in the day. You know, when we used to be at the function, I'm like, all right, this ain't looking right. Let's go ahead and dip. That's why, hey man, for real, man, I'm all about keeping people alive. I don't know about y'all, but I value my life. You know what I'm saying? I value life. Not even just my life, I value life in general. So if you with me, I want you to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, all right, this ain't looking right. Let's go. Moshe, man, I'm trying to tell, man. Well, like I said, man, I used to shoot the dice. Man, you can't. There is no possible way that you can have a situation involving two dudes, and one of the dudes is losing money, and this thing gonna end peacefully. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna fly. We got to understand the type. Like we are competitors by nature. So anything involving dudes having to compete to where one dude got to be losing and then he losing in front of a group of people. Oh no. Most man dudes be sore losers out here, man. So I ain't got time for that. Man, back in the day, man, you used to couldn't even play basketball with dudes, man. You start beating them in front of a crowd of people now they want to fight. But at least I'd rather fight than pull out the gun. I didn't have plenty of that, man. We didn't know, we didn't have plenty of that go down, man. You out here playing ball in the park. You out here schooling the dude. The girls watching. Everybody watching. Now they mad. The ego then got in because they out here getting trashed, and now they want to fight you for no other reason other than you just getting the best of them. Like dudes can't handle that, man. So I ain't got time for that. That's why I barely lift weights with dudes. Like if I lift weights with dudes, it's got to be solo dolo. I ain't finna lift weights with dudes and it's all people around because they gonna try to embarrass themselves trying to lift what I can lift, and that ain't gonna look right. That ain't gonna end well for them. And they gonna the pride and all that. They gonna start hating. Man, I ain't got time for that. I done been around that too much in life, man. Where dudes hating on you because you just outperforming them or something. Man, take your L and keep it moving. Take your L, keep it moving. But that ego and that pride, man, when you ego driven, that leads to a collision, fam. A fatal collision. Ego driven leads to a fatal collision. Somebody could take that and put it in a song. If you rap, go ahead and use that. But that's what it leads to. And I know how brothers operate. That's one of our biggest downfalls as men. It's the ego. It's the ego and that pride, man. So that's why I do not like. That's why I do not like surrounding myself with a bunch of dudes. I just don't. That's not balanced, fam. That's mad. That's a bunch of masculine energy. It's a bunch of testosterone, a bunch of aggression. Like it's no balance in that situation, man. Don't have time for that. Just like you don't want to be around all women, so to speak. Like I don't want to be around a bunch of dudes. No. I'm just around a gang of dudes. Like, nah, I'm good. That's not gonna end well. It's not. Hey, Lachelle, there we go. Hey, you in your prime. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call prime. Like 50, you just getting started. You know, I'm one of the ones, the way I view age is different. I don't know what people be on, man. When they be like, people in their 60s is old. I'm like, man, what world y'all live in? 60 ain't nothing. So 50 definitely ain't nothing, man. That's all the way prime. Andre, man, big pause. As my New Yorkers say, no homo. You know what I'm saying? Like that is, I don't want to be around a bunch of dudes. For real, like that. Nah, I'm just around, but I'm with the guys, a bunch of dudes. Nah, I'm good. Especially if we ain't know nothing. Now, if we building on some business type vibes, all right, cool. But if we just out here with our shirts off rap video, like, man, I ain't got time for that, man. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that bromance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. When I get around the bros, when I get around the fellas, we building on some business vibes, on some health vibes, on some fitness vibes. Like we building with a purpose. We ain't just hanging around with our shirts off, listening to Chief Keef going crazy. Like nah, like we good. We building. We building on some books. We building on some knowledge. Like we in a cipher. That's what we call a cipher. That's when I get around a bunch of dudes when it's a cipher going on and we building on this information. We elevating minds. We teaching the babies or something. Like that's what I'm on when it's a bunch of dudes, you know. But y'all, man, I'm about to get ahead of myself. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go ahead and tap out. I gotta make my way back up to this gym. I gotta finish off these clients. You know, shout out to all the people that's investing in their health and fitness. I wish I could train all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's investing in their health and fitness, investing in trainers, investing in the right foods, investing in the right water, investing in everything, investing in, you know what I'm saying, meditation, investing in journaling, all of that, man. Shout out to everybody that's taking care of their health. Shout out to everybody that's investing in their health, spending money to be healthy out here, because that's what you got to do. You know, we spend $300-400 on shoes. You can spend a few hundred on some fruits and veggies and blenders and all of that type of stuff. Yeah, IBR, that was a Gucci man song. My shirt off. My shirt, like, I ain't got time for that. But man, I want to give y'all a book. Y'all probably go, hey, Conspiracy, but Children of the Matrix. It's the book of the day. Y'all see what it is? Children of the Matrix. That's the book. That's the book for the day. It's the book for the week. So I want to give y'all this book right here, man. Children of the Matrix, man. Go order this book. Y'all see this author. Y'all know, dude. Y'all know, dude. But man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of this Wednesday. I'm gonna try to tap back in with y'all maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely on Friday. But it's always love, it's always peace. I'm out, man. Y'all be easy. Peace.